Hi everyone, it's Hotchpotch number 12, and today we're going to look at new tools in the workshop, sticker board update, general workshop update, and what's planned for the next month or so. Hi everyone, hope you're well. So let's have a quick look at what things I've purchased in the last month. I saw on John's workshop he bought some parallels from offshore. I had no parallels. No, I had a couple of small ones, so I'll purchase these. I've not taken them out the wrapper. The lid doesn't shut, so we've got two elastic bands to try and overcome that. This is an interesting one. It's a little keyring O-light torch, and I saw on Bundy Bear's shed, Lance said if you register with O-light, you can, they won't send you this anymore, but I think you can buy it. I paid about under £2 for it, so you just register it, they contact you, you pay, I think it was £170, you pay a small amount just for the postage and they send you it. So I thought it would be useful just having a workshop help out with my old eyes. What else have we got? A couple of bearings for the 𝗪𝗡𝗬𝗓𝗢 project, and these were kindly donated by Rich, one of my viewers who's in Mexico. So that's really good, and Rich, I can promise you I am going to get on with the SL project, and I'll talk about that a bit later. One other thing, and again this is not sponsored or anything like this, but I discovered these guys, Tracy Tools, and they're here in the UK, and I think lots of people know them, but it was really amazing service. You know how quick they dispatch everything, and it was all right, and the prices seemed pretty good. So yeah, I'm definitely going to use them again in the future. So yeah, thanks to those guys. Obviously, well, they don't know I'm saying this, but it's just, I think, you know, when you find someone that's good, we ought to try and support them. Yeah. Okay, so that's on that side of the workbench. Let me move you over slightly. See if I can do this and see what we've got over here. Okay, so one of the problems I had when I started to try and use the milling machine was that I had absolutely no clamps or anything at all. So I've bought this, and this will become a little job which I will film. It's from Hemingway, and all it is a little angle block. You just face the sides off and just drill a hole so you can fix it to your milling table. So it's a nice little casting, so we'll do something with that in the future. And I bought on eBay, there was a set of assorted clamps for the milling machine. And I got it for about £45, and I've got this lot arrived. So yeah, you can see those. So that gives me quite a good start. So let me move them out of the way. We got these ones, which some quite small ones. Well, these were actually all fit well on the 𝗫𝗍𝗔𝗔𝗕𝗥 jig borer, so that's good, because there wasn't much work holding capability on that one, so that's cool. I bought a couple of let's move this over. I bought a couple of I don't know what you call them, clamp down, I don't know what they call thingies, for thingies. That's the technical term that covers everything. I can't remember. Just put that in the glossary of terms. But from 𝗫𝗫𝗫𝗫, so that will help add to it. And there's lots of other things, came, lots of tea nuts that came with the purchase on eBay. It's also got lots of studs and T-bolts, different sizes, so that's good. And then I've got also, this came as well, so this is just a normal sort of set you get. So I think for £45 it was actually, well, I think it was about 45, might be 47. It wasn't a bad purchase, so I'm really pleased with that. So this now gives me the ability to hold pretty much anything on the milling machine or the lathe if I want to use a faceplate and things like that. So that's really, I'm really pleased with that. I had no 123 blocks. Again, these are from, you know, one of the offshore, well, UK supplier, but these ones are again from offshore. I've not taken them out or looked at them, but yeah, again, when you've got nothing, these work well, so that's good. And the only other purchase, let's move these over, there's a couple of little bottles for cutting fluid. I've bought, again, my friend John at John's workshop advised me on what cutting fluid he's using, just sort of general. And what I've got is, I bought some and I'm going to use that on the lathe for the coolant, you know, the coolant tank, and also sort of in those as well for on the other machines where I haven't got a complete coolant system. Well, that's about it. Just having a look around, that's about it on the things I've purchased, so I'm quite pleased with that. So what we'll do now is we'll flip over to the man cave, we'll do the sticker update, and then we'll come back and then I'll just give you a bit of a walk around the workshop, because I have changed things around since the last update, and then I'll just have a quick chat about what we're up to next in the next month or so. Okay, so I'll see you in a minute. Hi everyone, we're here back in the man cave, so let's look at our first sticker. And this is from Matt at 𝐻𝐋 MFG, and Matt's here in the UK, and he's got an Instagram channel, is that what they're called? Anyway, he's got Instagram, and you can find him on there, and Matt's got a pretty nice workshop, and the clips I've seen and the photographs, he does some really nice work. I've tried to encourage him to do a YouTube channel, because everyone's, you know, really friendly, and it will be good to see more of his work. So thanks very much, Matt, for that, and we'll put that on the sticker board in a minute. So our next one is from Ben at 𝗤𝗏𝗏𝗡𝗠𝗏𝒡ools, and Ben's another Instagrammer, and what he's got is he lives quite close to me, probably 25 miles away, and he collects and well, buys and sells vintage tools. And you can see quite a few of them on his Instagram page, and yeah, they're really nice, some of them. I must admit there's 2 items on there that I really like, but I'm trying to control myself at the moment. But definitely go over and have a look. As with all of these, the links will be in the video description of these new people added to the sticker board, and also everyone else who's on there. So there's an awful lot, so it's definitely worth having a look, and you can see lots of good channels there. So Ben, thanks for those. So we'll put those on the board in a minute. So now we'll flip over to YouTube channels, and we've got one here from 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, and this is another UK channel, up in Yorkshire, which is quite a way from me, and he's got a lovely workshop and some really nice machines. One of the things, as much as I like my 𝗏𝗡𝗡 and the 𝗏𝗡𝗡𝗢𝗏, they are really lightweight machines, and in 𝐿𝐻𝑋B's shed he's got what I would call, they're not giant machines but they're more substantial, and he's got a Harrison 140 and it's got a lovely shaping machine, and one of the good things, if you're not familiar with the channel, he, similar to Rusty Knox, he does think outside the box. He was trying to convert, or he added a grinding wheel to his shaping machine to try and make it work like a surface grinder, which was really interesting. And yeah, he does have a lot of experiment with things. He added an additional oil feed to his lathe to ensure that all the change gears were getting sufficient oil, and he's also learning to weld, and that's been very interesting, walking through the lessons he's learning, and and the things that he's struggling with. So definitely check out 𝐻𝑋B's shed. The next one we've got is Go Create Hobby Machine Shop, and this is Nigel, and Nigel's up in Scotland. Such a capable man Nigel is. He's done some fabulous work on some sort of model engineering, and also some tool making videos, and when you one of the good things is with Nigel, you can see sometimes he just shows you what some people would call an old school way of doing stuff. And it's really just based on his true knowledge of what he's doing of his craft, and so they're really interesting, and it's not just all about a DRO, and he actually understands the basics behind everything, and you really can learn lots from him. He's very in a similar vein to Max Grant. Yeah, it's good stuff. So thanks for that, Nigel. That's a real nice one to have on my board. And so actually all these have been from the UK, and the final sticker today is from Curtis, Karen and Homie in Australia. So these guys are, again, I can't imagine anyone doesn't watch their channel. They've got about 200,000. No, what they got, I can't remember. They got an awful lot of subscribers anyway. It's big machinery, very really interesting. I mean, nothing gets into the lathe unless it's lifted into by a crane. And there's a big, he's got a honing machine, which I think originates from the town I live in, because in some of the conversations we had, from what I understand, it was used for the British Navy, and the ship that it was mainly used on was based in the town I live in. So it was an interesting link as we sort of discussed about that. So Curtis does the machining, Karen she's the camera woman, and Homie's their Staffordshire Bull Terrier, who's the security guard. No, he's chief safety officer, that's it, and he bums around the workshop. And I had Staffordshire Bull Terriers myself, so it's always good fun watching him running around. So they sent me a couple of stickers, and I think they're called stubbies in Oz, so put your drink in to keep it cool. So that's good. So yeah, thanks guys for this. Their videos are always on a Friday in the UK, Friday morning. I think it's about 8 o'clock in the morning. Definitely worth watching. So thanks to everyone for these. And also I just want to take an opportunity to say thanks to all my subscribers, because most of my videos I do tend to make fairly standalone. Excuse me. And I don't, you know, they're just on the subject matter really, not a general sort of thing. So lots of people have, you know, the channel's continuing to grow, and I'm very grateful to you all for coming along, and you know, and all the encouragement. I get some really nice comments, and that's good. And the Instagram, whatever you call it, page, that seems to be growing, so that's nice as well. So thanks to the guys for the stickers, and thanks to all the subscribers. And what I'm going to do is put this on the add these to the sticker board now, and then I'll just show you what's them all on the board. So I'll be back in a minute. Thank you. Hi everyone. So let's have a look at the sticker board. So this is the first sticker board. So we just whizzed through. So we got the Swan Valley Machine Shop, Just One Guy Metalworks, the Eddies, Matty's Workshop, Active Atom, and we've got Joe's Shop, Adventures with a Very Small Lathe, the Air Cave Shop, Rusty Knox, Shark River Machine, Wooden Stuff that David's changed his name, which in the workshop, Ray's Garage, Mark Presling, Amateur Redneck Workshop, ARW, Craig's Workshop, Machine NZ, Missouri Oldtimer, Everett's Workshop, Evolvent Design, Randy Richard in the shop, Hilltop Machine Works, Dudley Tool Right, Bundy's Bear Shed, Winky's Workshop, Small Scale CNC, Outside Screwball, Jack's Shed, Fred's Machine Works, Tool Addict, John's Workshop, Turnright Machine Works, Kimber Zelic, Sierra Speciality Autos, where are we now? Blue Heller's Model and Toy Steam Engine Room, Knox Machining, Make Joe, Design, Creativity and Technology Channel, Aaron Engineering. So that's the first sticker board, and I'm super pleased how cool that looks. So let me just move the other one into focus, and I'll be back in a second. Okay, so here's the new sticker board. So we've got Hex MFG, AIDS Workshop, Haxby's Shed, Ian Matthews, Wood Creek Workshop, Full Marks Tools, Go Create Hobby Machine Shop, Lift Arc Studios, Ox Tools, Cutting Edge Engineering, and Cam at Battler. So thanks guys for all those new stickers, and hopefully with time we'll build this second sticker board up, and when the clean rooms sorted in the workshop, I'm going to move these sticker boards to the workshop. Just before we flip back to the workshop, I'm sure many of you have noticed the thumbnails on my Hotchpotch videos have been updated, and that's thanks to 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, who kindly did this for me, and AIDS will be more than happy to assist anyone should they need some work on their thumbnails. So I'll put Aid's link to his channel in the video description, and you know, if that's something you'd like Aid to help you with, you know, make contact with him. And thanks so much, Aid, it's much appreciated. Okay, so let's flip back over to the workshop. Hi everyone, so thanks for watching the sticker update. So let's have a quick walk around the shop. So nothing's really changed. Hexacut is really working well. Deco tool and cutter grinder, no progress on this. Got the famous red brush, so make sure you check out the video in the tips and tricks one. Oh yeah, this was my solution to the sticking out bit of metal, and I thought, well, we can have a thumbs up for that. And we got another one over here. So seemed a cheap and simple solution. I've made the flexible board for the to mount the motors on, so that's all progressing. So that's good on the Shaper project. Door Westbury, yeah, it's working well. I need to get a new belt, so anyone who knows where to get one of those, that would be great information. The tripod, that's working really well. It allows me to do the overhead shots and gets quite close to the machines as I'm using them. The little BCA tool and cutter grinder, very happy with that. Put it on one of these cheap and cheerful stands. Not perfect, but when you can't weld, you are limited on your options. Well, and it's not just not being able to weld, but also budget is a bit of a constraint. And if you remember from the last time, I had the big carpentry bench there. So what I've done is I've moved this into the centre of the workshop, so I can put the jig borer there. We've got the little 𝗫𝗫𝗫𝗘𝗥 that I'm trying to do the restoration on. There's all the component parts of it. So most of that will just be done off the, or it'll live on the workmate for the time being. And the reason for moving the carpentry bench, where I have so many projects on the go, it just gave me two sides of the bench to be able to get to either just store stuff. So this is all the components that I'm building up ready to do the shaping project. It's allowed me to put the little IME watchmaker's lathe here, so I can fix that project up. And actually this is what's going to happen in future. This will be the area that I can take this off and put the Unimat on here, and I can just use the stool and just sit here and work away on the very small machines. Around here we got a vise that I'm trying to sort out. It's just really needs cleaning up, and this is the other Unimat SL. So I'm going to play a bit of catch up on that one and try and get that to the same position as the other one that you've been watching this series on. But I'll do that off camera because it would just be a duplicate of what we've already done. I've got the lagging, put that on here and up here, so we're pretty safe. I can't remember whether I showed you the bit around there. So outside here, everything's pretty good. I do need to try and build something around the lathe, because it does move, so it's not as stable as it should be. So that's on the to-do list. The blackboard's working quite well. Every time if I try and remember something or a to-do list, I just pop it on there. Let's have a look in the storeroom. This is working really well, the tools, and the stall bit, I just tend to chuck anything in anyway. I'm struggling to, I think I need to label them all up, because half the time I forget what's in what. That's okay. I think I mentioned before, that's quite annoying because they just move back and forward. Bit of a mess down here. I've got most of the covers for the machines in here because the guys have been off for a couple of weeks. I'm happy with how this works, of not having the tools in the main workshop. I'm not finding it a big chore to walk in and, you know, select the tools that I need to do a particular job. Yeah, it's okay, but just need some more better organisation around here. I don't know. This is smoke and mirrors, shutting the door. They stay open all the time, really. So I had a bit more of a sort out in here. So I got one of my old toolmakers cabinets in there. Sort of made a bit of a library with all the various books. Oh yeah, I was going to show. Did I show that one? I don't know whether I should. Oh, anyway. Oh no, gear cutting. There we are. That was the one Andrew Whale recommended. So I bought that. So I'm quite keen to. I haven't read it yet. So this is yeah, still very much a work in progress. But I think this is roughly the logic that I'm going to have. Probably not with these benches, the Bowie benches. But sort of storage for the clocks and you know, micrometers and all that stuff, and books and everything sort of on this back wall, and then have really just try and have the same approach of a bench right across here, and just some old filing cabinets or something underneath, just to pop stuff away. Again, I haven't done the springs on the doors to keep this shut all the time, which is I do need to do. But yeah, so this is sort of okay, but really it's just mainly at the moment used as another storeroom for this type of equipment. Okay, so that's a bit of a walk around the workshop. I don't think anything else is happened. So I know, you know, and I'm very grateful lots of people came over from Adventures with a Very Small Lathe, and this was one of the attractions, the Unimat SL. Well, I'd taken it so far, and then COVID and the workshop move got in the way, really. So now I'm going to try and move forward with this. This will be one of the projects. I'm going to try and sort of see through to completion. I am a bit of a lightweight and do swap around, but I've got to, you know, this is supposed to be enjoyable stuff, so I need to do, I don't want to make it a job. But lots of the component parts are all here. So we're in a good position to do it. And people who have watched for a long time remember I needed to drill out a pin on this the gear power feed. Well, now I've got the jig borer, I'm in a good position to be able to do that. So actually my slowness is probably paid off. Yeah. So that's about it, really. So we'll definitely be doing some Unimat SL stuff. Hopefully we'll do some shaping stuff, and maybe a bit on the 𝗏𝗡𝗏𝗏. You know, this is just between now and the next Hotchpotch. And also, by the time this video's come out, Emma at Emma's spare room machine shop will have announced her, I think it's called Toolfest 2021, which is a little competition. I think it's a competition. Anyway, it's a little thing where people make some tools. So I'm going to try and man up and force myself to do something, cause, and we'll see what goes on. This is another just a little thing. Here's Woody. He's starting to appear in most of my videos. I'll place him somewhere. I won't mention him, but he will be there. Okay, all right. Well, thanks very much for putting up with my rambling, and as always, stay happy, strong, and healthy. And I'll see you on the next one. Cheerio.